Good day and welcome back to another DBZ Dokkan Medal video. So in this video we are going to take a look at the Miracle of Universe 7 event, and this event is pretty straightforward. There are 3 things you can farm from this event and 4 stages. So 4 stages, 2 difficulties means 8 stones, which is really great. There are 2 good free-to-play units that you can farm from this event, the Tien and Master Roshi and the Android 18 and Krillin. Both will get easy A's eventually, so you're going to want to farm 1 copy with all the paths awakened to SA10 and a second copy to SA5 that you will use later to feed the easy A unit. Then there are some missions, pretty much straightforward. Get their SA levels to level 10, use the support memory or awaken the support memory, and then complete the event 10 times. The support memory awakens after you get 100 of the awakening spirits, I guess, or the awakening memories for the support memory. So you will need to get 100 of those from the first stage. And then of course there is a Representatives of Universe 7 buff for this stage here. There's a lot of free-to-play options for the Universe 7 buff, and later on obviously all of these units will become pretty good for that Universe 7 buff. But other than that, there's not a lot of units right now. The banner will also bring us more, so you might have more luck after Friday. At this point in time though, I do suggest using the free-to-play Goku that they just gave us, the UI Goku. That will obviously help you clear one of the missions, which is to use Goku, and also will just give you some kind of boost. If you're a really new player and you don't have a lot of copies of Universe 7 units, a lot of events are up that will give you Universe 7 units, like the Beerus event, the Android 18 and 17 you can get from certain events, the Ultimate Gohan. But yeah, it's going to be difficult somewhat for new players, but at least they give you that UI Goku, and you can always pick up a good friend Universe 7 support, and you can proceed from there. I also suggest using obviously your ticket summons, because that's really going to help you out in terms of getting some units, because there's quite a few Universe 7 representatives on the ticket banner. But we're doing the first stage. From this stage drops the support memory. You will need 100 of these to awaken the support memory, after which it will be able to be used permanently, which is really great. It is a buff to Universe 7 units, so yeah, overall pretty nice support memory to get, especially with all the Universe 7 focused things that we'll get during this anniversary event. You will see the event memories pop up here. Pretty decent. It'll take 10 or so attempts to get all of the support memories. You can use oolongs, which boost the category boost bonus by 50% to help increase your chance. The next stage is the husband and wife saga. This will drop the Android 18 and the Krillin, who will get a easy A eventually. You're going to need to run this event at least enough times to get 14 copies of the unit. You do get 1 copy from the missions, so you will need to farm 13 copies of the unit if you do not plan to farm the extra copies that you need to awaken for the easy A super attack level. This again will also be pretty straightforward. None of these story missions are going to be too hard, so you're not going to struggle too much with story missions or anything like that, and you should get a sizable boost and be able to farm them up quite quickly. They don't currently have a Dokkan Awakening or any medals. Those will come in later when we start getting some of the Part 2 and Part 3 content. So for now, just farm up the copies that you can, and obviously awaken their hidden paths, and then you can proceed from there. None of these units will get orbs, so you are going to have to invest your own orbs into these units to get them to 100%. There is no missions currently for getting these units to 100%. But I do suggest doing it because they are really good free-to-play units, and they will become really good free-to-play units once they easy A as well. So yeah, definitely pick them up and awaken them if you can. That's going to be something you should definitely do. So that is the second stage done, which will unlock the third stage. Remember, you can do these stages on both difficulties to get a stone for each one, and we are running the same team. We have just replaced the UI Goku for a slightly better boost bonus. Remember, units that are SSR and UR have the same rarity capacity until they are Dokkan awakened, so only truly ascended ultra rares or TURs count for a higher rarity, and then LRs obviously count for a higher rarity above that. So that's going to be the best way to build your team. Just focus on the highest rarity you can, obviously that fill in under the bonus, and try and get as many as you can, so that you can obviously save as much time as possible and stamina as possible in terms of farming your units. But beyond that, we shouldn't have too many difficulties. Tien and Roshi will drop from this stage. You will get 1 copy as well from the missions. So like I said before, you will need to farm 13 copies if you are not planning on farming the extra copies needed for the eventual EZA, or you will have to farm 18 copies if you are planning on using the additional copy to fill in for the EZA. If you want to see how that works, you can go to my How to Save Kai's video, where I will explain how SA farming and all of that works, and how it works in terms of raising SA of EZA units. And then finally we get the 4th stage. The 4th stage right now doesn't really drop anything, just some awakening medals, which will be helpful for new players, but not so much for experienced players. But obviously it does count and drops 2 stones, so I do suggest that you do it if you can, because that's going to give you 2 more stones, which is going to be a nice very small buff towards the amount of stones that you can have on Friday for the big anniversary banners that are going to drop. So yeah, definitely something you are going to want to take a look at and clear up, and just obviously to finish off the event in its entirety. But beyond that, there's not really too much more to say about the event. Right now, like I said, you can't Dokkan Awaken them or EZA them. So at this point in time, you're pretty much just farming the copies and awakening their hidden potential paths. And that's going to be pretty much it in terms of what to do for these units. So now, simple and straightforward. Part 2 and 3 updates will drop the awakenings and eventually the EZAs. So it's always good to prepare for those in advance. But otherwise, if you're not too bothered about that, just obviously farm the 13 copies that you need, barring the special mission, so that you can have the units with their hidden potential paths awakened and their SA 10 out of 10. And that is going to be pretty much it from me, guys. There's not too much more to go through. We'll take a very brief overview of the event quickly, and then after that you guys can get to farming. This is the 2nd event. I do suggest doing this event after you do the Master Roshi event, as I think that one will be a little bit more grindy, and so I suggest that you start that one first, or you can do them both simultaneously. It's really up to you. But that's going to be it. Remember, the support memory drops from stage 1, Android 18 and Krillin from stage 2, and Master Roshi and Tien from stage 3. We also are going to get the missions. Like I said, you get a copy of each from the missions, and you also get a copy of UI Goku as well. And the missions are just for completing it 10 times and getting their SA to level 10. So yeah, pretty straightforward and pretty easy. And they don't have a Dokkan Awaken currently because their medals are not out, so you don't have to worry about that. But yeah, that's going to be it from me, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video, and yeah, leave a like. Otherwise, good luck for the anniversary, and good luck for the banners on Friday. Cheers, and bye!